This video will show you how to replace the engine oil and filter on a Toyota Matrix. Make sure you have a brand new oil filter and 4.4 quarts of 5W30 oil. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. To do this, let's make sure we have a brand new oil filter and 4 quarts of 5W30 oil. Under the hood, we're going to look for our engine oil cap directly along the top near our engine cover. Go ahead and take that, we'll turn it counterclockwise, we'll just have a quick look at this. You want to make sure the seal is in good usable order, otherwise you may have an oil leak from this area. And then of course up along the top of the engine oil cap, it's going to tell you what type of oil to use, 5W30. Let's set that aside for now and we'll make our way safely under the front of the vehicle. Now as we make our way under the front of the vehicle, we're looking for our engine oil pan. Along the back of the pan, we have our drain plug. We'll be using a 14mm to start removing this. We have our collection receptacle under here. We're going to collect and recycle all of this oil properly. A thorough inspection of the drain plug and the gasket, I'm going to be replacing both. Now while your engine oil is draining, we still have the collection receptacle under here, but if you make your way to the front side of the oil pan next, you're going to find your engine oil filter. Let's start removing that filter by turning it counterclockwise. We'll make sure we fully empty this prior to recycling it. Now looking up where the engine oil filter was, you can see the base plate. We need to wipe this down, give it a close inspection, make sure you don't see any miscellaneous debris or pre-existing gasket. Just a clean rag will do for this. We don't want to use any detergents which might make its way up into the engine. Now prior to installation of our brand new filter, let's make sure we prime it. I'm just using some clean motor oil directly in the center area. You don't need very much. We just want to leave a little bit on the edge so I can take a gloved finger and coat the entire sealing ring. Once you have your oil filter primed and lubed, let's continue on with the installation. Just go ahead and start it on by hand and snug it up. Now I have that bottomed out by hand. I'm just going to take it a little bit further. I'm using my oil filter wrench. We want to make sure that we're lightly squeezing that gasket. There we are. Now I'm going to take hold of this by hand. I'm attempting to turn it counterclockwise. It does not turn. That's a good sign. Now as I'm cleaning the drain plug here, prior to installing my drain plug and gasket, I can see I still have pre-existing gasket. You never want to double gasket anything like this. We'll just make sure we scrape that off, clean the area, and continue on with the installation. I've got my drain plug, brand new gasket here. Start it in, snug it up, torque that to 27 foot-pounds. Now that everything's tight down here, let's make sure we clean prior to making our way up top. Now that we've cleaned everything down bottom, we're back up top and it's time to start adding that 5W30 oil. Let's reinstall our cap. Now that we finished adding our oil, the next thing we have to do is attempt to start the vehicle. We're going to let it run for a short while and turn it right back off. After that, let's make our way back out here. We're going to double check for leaks and check our engine oil level. Now I've run the vehicle, I turned it back off. Let's make sure we check that oil level. We're using our engine oil dipstick. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the dipstick. We'll give it a quick wipe and I'll show you what we're looking for. Now looking at the end of the dipstick here, we can see that we have 2 small dots. You want to be pretty much anywhere in the middle of them, but preferably up close to this upper dot. That's where you need to be. As long as you're just under it, that's perfect. If you're above it for some reason, you added a little bit too much oil and you need to drain some out. Let's just go ahead and check that level. As you can tell, the level is perfect. Reinstall your engine oil dipstick, make sure it's secured in place. Now we're done under the hood. You can go ahead and close that. You're going to make your way into the passenger compartment so you can reset your engine oil life monitor next. So let's get started on resetting that monitor. I'm going to take my key and put it in the on position, just 2 clicks, without the vehicle running. Now we're paying attention up along the center of our dash, right where our odometer should be. We want to be on the odometer setting, not on a trip setting. So we'll just make our way to our button. We can press that as necessary. Now I can see the odometer setting. At this point, I'm going to turn off key power. I'm going to press on that button. While holding it in, let's turn on key power and we're going to focus on where the odometer reading is. You should find some dashes. At the same time as those dashes count down to 1 and then 0, the maintenance light should go out. Let's turn this 2 clicks. Perfect. As you could tell, the maintenance light did go out on this side right here. Let's go ahead and turn off key power, and then we're going to attempt to start the vehicle. We want to make sure that the maintenance light stays out. Perfect. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.